Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca, and let's talk a little bit about baby food and my journey to my little one's introduction to foods. So this video is not meant to be an introduction or tutorial on baby-led weaning, but actually the journey and how we approach food for our baby, introduction to foods and solids. So this is Josie. She's obviously really happy and excited about food. My journey actually starts a little bit further back when I was very nervous about giving my baby food and transitioning from baby formula from breast milk to solid food. Let's start at the doctor's office. I let my doctor know that I was quite nervous about making that introduction and overwhelmed by all the information out there regarding this transition. The internet has a lot of great information, but it also can be very overwhelming when you're trying to figure out how to begin this journey and what to give your baby to eat. She explained to me to think about basically other countries and the fact that moms just give their babies whatever you're eating or whatever's at the dinner table, sharing what you have for food. Starting with your baby sitting at the table with you for each meal, getting used to quote meal times, and then seeing if their interest is there for food. So for one example, your baby grabbing at your plate or your bowl of food. And this is how to know if your baby's ready for solid food to begin with. This actually aligned with a book I was reading about French parenting called Bringing Up Baby. The fact that you introduce your baby to foods at a very young age and they get used to a lot of varieties of flavors and are a less picky eater later on. I really couldn't get over the concept of blending my own baby food and just making this kind of disgusting mush that even I would not eat, and now I'm giving it to my baby. The other obstacle I had was the fact that my baby just really didn't want to be fed. She really likes to be independent, so spoon feeding her was just not a great option, really messy. She really likes to do her own thing and have finger food. Today she actually does eat applesauce and yogurt, but for the main part of her meal she's actually eating a lot of the foods that we eat. So at the beginning of the week we actually look at menu for the week. We use this cute little whiteboard that we've gotten at Target in the office section. It just goes right on the fridge and we put all the things on there that we're eating for the week. We look at the concepts and just see what's practical for things that she could eat on our menu, and then we cook up a couple things that I'll go into detail later for her later. The concept you're really getting at is that you want to think about, are these foods easy for her to pick up? Are they accessible? Are they nutritional? The idea is not only taste but texture, so we start her off with cooled steamed broccoli. This allows her to really discover her food and learn the taste and exactly what this is called, which is called baby-led weaning. So she's learning what she likes, how to do the fine motor skills of putting it in her mouth, and introducing food based on what she sees us eating, which seems a lot more appealing and more practical in my mind. Some of these foods can actually be used as teethers, so we use a piece of celery for her to gnaw on, and that's a great natural teether that she loves. One might ask, is this messy? Yes, it is messy, but what part of baby and mothering and just the mom world isn't messy? You just clean it up. It's really not a huge deal, and you actually might have just as big of a mess trying to spoon feed your child. Being that so messy, sometimes we just let Josie eat naked and then throw her in the bath when she's all done. Perfect solution to dinner time. The other thing that we use is these bibs, which we finally found a bib that works super well. This bib is from, I believe it's called Bumpkins. They're made out of the diaper cover material that you use in cloth diapers. Very light, thin, have a pocket in the front to collect loose food that she may drop down, and then they just go in the laundry. They're simple as that. I love them so much. I'm so glad we found them. One of the other benefits that I really noted was the fact that you're saving a lot more money. Baby food for those pouches, which are convenient, we do use them sometimes for travel, but they do end up being very costly, maybe about $2 to $3 per pouch, and sometimes you're in that spot where you don't actually have any on hand. Being that you're just using food from around the house that seems practical for her to eat, be it steamed broccoli or roasted sweet potatoes, etc., or fruit that you just might have, you're actually saving money. You're using things that are already on the menu, and they're already in the house. They're very convenient. She's learning a lot more. She's actually learning how to chew and swallow. Even if she doesn't have teeth, she's learning how to gum that food and learn the mechanics. One tip I did learn was the fact that if she gags, that's actually an okay thing for that to happen. It's the choking that you're worried about more so. So be diligent, do your research, and finding the right foods that are going to work for your baby. So to end this little bit of an intro and a little bit about the journey to food, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of example of the types of foods that Josie actually eats. So she eats hard-boiled eggs, so of course peeled. These can be quite messy, so I will give you that warning. We've learned that the hard way, and very hard to clean up. She also likes crackers. I generally don't like these ones because they're a little bit buttery, but I might do like a whole grain cracker. I also steam carrots, and I keep them in a long stick form so she can really grab them and gnaw on them. She also likes bananas. I keep these in a big, huge chunk when I take the peeling off so she can really hold it and gnaw on it. Again, she really likes the celery. They're saying you can introduce peanut butter to your baby a lot earlier than they had mentioned before to help prevent allergies. My husband just noted that you can put the peanut butter on the celery stick for her to gnaw on. She also likes blueberries. This is a new thing that we've introduced to her, and she is loving it. Good fine motor skills. Soft pears, so just a ripe pear that's sliced. Same with apples. Yogurt, again, is something that I do feed to her spoon-fed. It can be a little bit complicated, but she really does like these from Annie's. Noodles are another good thing for her to do and kind of fun. The sweet potatoes or anything like this, I actually just cube up and do a little bit of coconut oil, cook them about at 350 in the oven or your toaster oven, and this is another perfect hands-on finger food for her. Like I said, I was very nervous about giving her food, but now with this concept of baby-led weaning and thinking of other cultures and moms in other countries and just giving her the food that we're eating, it has been so much less stressful, and I feel like in the long run it's going to be very beneficial to her. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. Thanks guys for watching, and have a great day. Happy eating, babies!